follow the money, the thing that you cannot forget about is that when you try to look and find where Jeffrey Epstein got his money, all of a sudden it gets cold and dark, which means that it has something to do with intelligence operations. Now, of course, I can go into my background, being that I was here at Roswell, not here, well, there at Roswell, but I've been here this whole time having to make sure that I don't say anything, because the fact of the matter is as you're chasing Epstein and wondering who is going to be on the list, we all know that this list and the people that are on it was given to us several years ago. And so my question to you is that why are we running around in circles? We knew these people were on dockets. We knew these people were on flight logs. And then there's this big hullabaloo, which makes me think that this goes even more deeper than what we thought before. Now, I can sit there and point to intelligence agencies and operatives, but we all do know that the fact still remains that Jeffrey Epstein, while you might think that he is the real James Bond villain IRL, the fact is that Jeffrey Epstein was just the fall guy. Jeffrey Epstein had eventually ran out of time. Now, of course, people could say, oh, well, he didn't kill himself and blah, blah, blah. None of that really is what matters at this point. We all do know that there was a lie. And that lie is that, hey, he was just this guy. But then when I sit there and I try to follow the money, the rabbit trail and the rabbit hole gets dark. So you can sit there and tell yourself that, oh, Jeffrey Epstein was the bad guy. But I'm telling you right now, Jeffrey Epstein was not the bad guy. Jeffrey Epstein was the fall guy. Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell's father, British socialite, was found dead, floating off the coast of Spain. I believe it was 1997, if I recall. Floating in the water off the coast of Spain because he had possibly fallen off his yacht. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. He was face down. He was face down in the water, and he was naked. Oh, he just tripped. He just tripped over and fell over his yacht, in the middle of the night. Ah, poor thing. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a Supreme Court justice that was found at a ranch a couple of years ago with a pillow on his head. A Supreme Court justice with a pillow on his head in a ranch, because, that's how all Supreme Court justices tend to go, right? Yes. They're found the next day lying in their bed with a pillow on their head, dying of natural causes. Absolutely ridiculous. And here we are trying to wonder who was the person that was really doing everything. Well, that was Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell, being someone who speaks 5, 6, 7 languages, she has a submarine license. She can pilot a helicopter. And you want to think that it was Jeffrey Epstein this whole time, when it was Ghislaine Maxwell that was shredding documents after her father was found dead. Ladies and gentlemen, the operation continued. And that operation was to continue blackmailing high-profile individuals while continuing to gain access to technology that if I told you really what it was about, you would think it's science fiction. But the facts are a cloned sheep was done many years ago before they told you about it in the media. Jeffrey Epstein is labeled as a real life James Bond criminal. James Bond criminal IRL. I'm here to tell you right now, he was just a fall guy. And the operation is still ongoing. Broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond, you're listening to 90.1 FM. Make sure you download the Live 365 app and search WDCE, and you'll be able to listen to this next song, which is all done by AI. And it comes to us from Exertus. Make sure you follow Exertus. We're going to get Exertus on here pretty soon. However, he does travel. He's always in a different time zone. But we will get him soon. It's called Epstein List. Once again, all generated by AI. It is 11:22 here on the 6th day of January in the year 2024. Once again, follow me at Sam Newsman all over social media. Download the Live 365 app, search WDCE, or go to WDCE.org to listen to the stream and the radio themes. I will be back in about 20 minutes, maybe 18 minutes or so. We'll figure out, I say what we learned today, but no, it's not what we learned today. And that's one to learn with. That's the segment. And that's one to learn with in just a few moments. Here on the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia, the only award-winning radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real media puppet. From the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning.
On the wings of a plane, call it the Lolita Express. A journey to a place